A complicated story which has brought misery to these workers. Yesterday, they gathered at the Metal and Engineering Industries Bargaining Council as NUMSA asked that the council look at their matter as one of mutual interest. It says although the current owner of Mogale Alloys did not set up the trust, it is in part responsible for the workers' misery as it purchased the 90% shares of the company but refused to purchase the outstanding 10%, which represents the trust established for the benefit of the workers.
In the first place, the manner in which this trust was introduced to employees, it was just introduced without the consent of the employees. Secondly, the trust was used by the employer as a tool to deal with the workers because they were promised that some of the benefits that they would get through bargaining are part of that, including the medical aid and others, and of which that has not materialized.
In deciding not to purchase the 10% owned by the trust, any dividends that resulted after 2009 have not been given to the workers. NUMSA says it's been given estimates that the trust is worth anything between 230 to 250 million rand, although the value of shares do change. And this is just for 250 beneficiaries. Between the years 2003 and 2009, workers say they did receive unexplained amounts over their basic salary. Yet the trust was supposed to have been established to compensate for the lack of a pension fund. When Rookie South Africa took over the company in 2009, it set up a provident fund. But many workers who have since left the company or died did not receive a cent of the trust benefit. These workers are saying enough is enough.
Right now, we are starving at Mogale Alloys. Some people have died, some were fired and never benefited from this. So what we want now, we would like to have what belongs to us.
One of those fired was 54-year-old Alpheus Matloba. He was dismissed in 2010. He lives in the local Krugersdorp township. After having worked at Mogale Alloys for 6 years, the payout he received was unlikely to cover his needs for very long.
The whole of my Provident Fund contribution that I've got was 8,000 rand. And then from the trust fund, December, I received 8,000 rand. That was all I've got.
The last 4 years have been tough for the father of two.
It was a hard time because my wife is not working. I've got a child who's attending school. My other older daughter, she's not staying with us. I was really surviving. I don't have any explanation. But at the end, I bought a small car, then I transport the school children. That's where my survival came from.
One of the central figures at Afarac, formerly Rookie South Africa, is Alistair Reuters. He's the company CEO and was also at the helm at the time Mogale Alloys was purchased in 2009. Reuters is a former Director General in the Department of Trade and Industry, who had previously been lauded for his spearheading of black economic empowerment. But for Alpheus and his colleagues, who feel far from empowered, their hope is that one day they'll be able to wholly benefit from the Mogale Alloys Trust and do more than just eke out a living. Nompumelelo Siziba, SABC News, Johannesburg.